Well, I think natural theology is a very straightforward thing for someone who's both a scientist and a theologian. I think in its basic sense, what natural theology is saying is, look, there's this wonderful world we inhabit. Might this world point beyond itself? Might it give us clues? It's a bit like Psalm 19, the heavens declare the glory of the Lord. Is there some way in which the rational transparency and the beauty of this world might, in effect, be signposts to something greater? And obviously, people mean different things by natural theology. Some people would say it's about nature proving there's a God. People like me would say, no, it's not so much proving, it's much more there's a resonance between the Christian way of looking at things and the way the world is. But whatever it is, it's about saying studying nature is actually a great thing to do because it's interesting in itself, but also because by studying nature as God's creation, it's giving you a deeper grasp of the wisdom of God as creator. And to me, natural theology is wonderful because it's in effect about saying, look, the Christian faith has this wonderful ability not simply to make sense of the world, but also talk about coherence. What I mean by that is it's not just, look, there's this little bit we can make sense of and there's that little bit we can make sense of. It's actually, this is a big picture that holds everything together. It weaves the threads together to give a pattern. And for me, natural theology is a way of bringing to bear this big picture way of looking at nature, which helps you make sense of it, but also says, hey, it's not random. It's actually, there is something genuinely meaningful here. So I find natural theology a very, very exciting thing to do. It's important to many people. If you're a scientist, it's about saying, look, your scientific research deepens your vision of God. It also has real importance apologetically, because it's saying, look, we all want to try and make sense of this world. And in one sense, what we're doing is we're testing out worldviews against what we see. When I was an atheist, I thought the atheist way of looking made most sense of things. Then I discovered the Christian one said, this is much better. And in many ways, natural theology is about saying, look, stand inside the Christian way of looking at things, and look at the world and ask, how much sense does that make? It makes a lot. And for me, that's a very important contribution to debates about the rationality of Christianity, particularly in light of the debates that Richard Dawkins and others have sparked off.
Now, in theological circles, sometimes natural theology has been somewhat suspect. People have said, for example, that Barth showed us that natural theology was dangerous, perhaps even a kind of superstition. What would you say on that history?
I think the phrase natural theology is used in different ways. And as I was saying, some people would say, well, look, natural theology is about proving God's existence from nature. And I don't think that's right. And if it were right, well, what's the point of revelation? That's Barth's concern. What I'm saying is, look, revelation comes first. It gives us this divinely disclosed big picture. And then you say, let's use it. Let's use it to look at nature. And we say, hey, doesn't this make sense? So what I'm doing is not saying nature proves God. It's much more God gives us this way of looking at things. I start using it. And when I look at nature, I see it in much sharper focus than I otherwise would. It's about giving me a lens which allows me to see more crisply, more clearly than, for example, my atheist lens that I used in the past.